Hi guys, welcome back for another week with us here as FPL FC. I'm Kim,
Cyril here.
and we're gonna talk about the coming week. I know the previous week had been quite ups and downs for a lot of people, I believe.
Mine was horrible. Mine was just damn horrible. I can complain about Manchester United the whole night, so let's leave it at that.
Oh well, I'm still wearing Manchester United shirt, so I'm still gonna stick with my team. I know that I have said Pogba should not take the penalty, Rashford should.
Same
but
thing, even worse.
He still misses it anyway. So we're gonna talk about that later. So we're gonna start with our defense line first. So alright, let's go with our defense line.
Okay, so the interesting thing about this season is that not many goalkeepers actually have kept a clean sheet.
Yes.
And
so far none.
None. Yeah. The only ones that have a clean sheet last week was Aston Villa and Southampton, but I don't see them keeping that clean sheet anyway in
coming weeks.
Yeah, in coming weeks, because they have to be consistent, and let's face it, when it comes to Aston Villa and Southampton, they are not exactly consistent.
Yes.
Consistent in losing maybe lah. But they won't keep a clean sheet. So I'm still going to pick Jordan Pickford from Everton, because his fixtures are favourable against Wolves and Bournemouth. Both these teams, although they have been performing quite well, but then again, I think in terms of save, Pickford is still better. I mean, I don't trust Manchester United at the moment. I think that De Gea has been very shaky.
Sure.
Even though his backline is good, but De Gea has been very shaky.
Sure.
Ederson seems to be leaking a lot of goals.
Yes.
And Liverpool, what can you say?
Even Liverpool fans don't trust Adrian at this moment.
So there's no other goalkeeper that I see that's worth to be picked except for Pickford.
Okay, so Pickford at a price of 5.6 million at this moment. And we're gonna move to defense line. So the defense that you're gonna pick up for.
For defense, I think it's time to, if you want to change the defense, Tyrone Mings is a good option. He's really cheap, 4.5 million only, and his fixtures is against Crystal Palace, West Ham, and Arsenal. I think when he faces Arsenal, you can bench him. He's really cheap, which is actually good, and he scored quite good points during the last game week.
Seeing how Crystal Palace won against Manchester United, are you afraid that Aston Villa is gonna be trash or be considered a lot of goals?
I don't think so, because this is what I mean. If you face a big team, you play differently. So when you play orang yang sama taraf, you will lower your level most likely. The mood might be there, but then again, the way you play, the way you receive your opponent is different.
Okay. Alright. As for my pick, I will go for the other team that he's playing against. So I will go for Patrick Van Aanholt from Crystal Palace, which is just 1 million more expensive than the Ming just now. And whereby how he played in the last match against Manchester United, he actually had 3 bonus points. So I would see that they will keep up the momentum ongoing. As when they are playing Aston Villa, I still see that it's gonna happen the same way as well.
I mean, let's face it, Aston Villa is still figuring out stuff. That's how you can see it. But at the end of the day, if they can perform against United, and they're playing at home, right? They're playing at home, so it's an advantage, definitely. But Tyrone Mings for me is because he's cheap. That's one of the biggest plus points. So you can buy him, you can keep him as a sub. He's going to play. Yes.
Okay, then number 3 for defense.
This one is, I think, a no-brainer. He didn't perform last week, but that was because Everton lost. But he has been performing well since last season. Is Lucas Digne. I think he's still a good buy. People have been selling him, but then again, I think you should keep him because he's playing against Wolves, Bournemouth, and Sheffield United.
Whereby last week we had already mentioned his name. Most likely we're gonna, if some of us who do not have it, it's maybe a bargain or a cheap or player that we should look into. But if you have it, lucky you, keep him.
Plus you have Pickford. I mean, we are selecting Pickford as a goalkeeper, so they work well together. This is a reliable defense. Compared to you go for Liverpool, they have problems with the goalkeeper. United, they have problems with the goalkeeper as well. So they might leak goals, whereas Pickford there's likely to be a clean sheet.
Yeah, so most likely the big names are not gonna have any clean sheet points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up our defense. So once again, quick recap. So it'll be Pickford in the goal, Tyrone Mings, and also Lucas Digne, and also Patrick Van Aanholt from Crystal Palace for the defense line. So the next one, we'll move on to our midfield. Yo, this is Kim from FPL FC. If you like whatever that you see early on, remember to click like and also subscribe. I think the subscribe button is somewhere down there. And we promise to deliver at least one video a week. So once again, thank you very much and may the best team win.